On the move, changing perceptions, pushing limits. Today's Africa is not framed by the past. A new generation is stepping up, embracing tradition while blazing a new path, giving voice to unique style, connected in ways others before were not. This is where the urban pulse meets creativity and a new culture thrives. This is African Voices.
Combining colors, selecting shapes, and piecing together the perfect aesthetic. Having an eye for design can bring beauty to the forefront of our lives. I'm Katura King, and this show is an appreciation for the artists that can turn the ordinary into the extraordinary.
For some designers, creating is a calling, and the talent inside can't be ignored, which may be why one up-and-comer in Ghana has a growing celebrity following.
I love this place. I think it's so calming, and I use this place as a form of therapy, you know. Sometimes I can be here for like 2-3 hours just sitting and just staring at art and trying to understand what was going through the mind of the artist and what they were thinking. Anyone can make clothes. Let's face it, I could teach the boy down the street how to fix a zipper and he'll be making zippers, but that's not fashion design. There's a very big difference between fashion design and dressmaking. That's one thing people don't get here. I'm Papa Oppong. I'm a fashion designer, illustrator from Accra, Ghana. This is my Africa.
A fresh face on Ghana's fashion scene and emerging designer, Papa Oppong first found a following when he began posting his vibrant sketches on Instagram.
I just love to draw celebrities, I don't know. It's just my way of showing my love for pop culture. I remember when Rihanna followed me. I'm sorry, it was amazing. Like, I had been drawing Rihanna for some time because I just love her style, and I think she's the headband of our time. Like, she could wear anything and she could sell any dress. So I started drawing Rihanna a lot, and then there was this time that she just saw one of the illustrations and she followed him like, oh my God, Rihanna. So yeah, it was amazing. So usually I'm here mostly on the weekends to shop for buttons for my artwork, because my art pieces also, you know, I use buttons. It's a lot of mixed media going on, so I use a lot of buttons and glass. I like to break up mirrors and use that. It's very difficult to find the right fabrics. Like, you can find a fabric that you really, really love, and the problem is, you know, you can't find it in the quantity that you need, and that's a big problem. So yeah, fabric sourcing is really, really, really stressful. But on the plus side, it forces you to be creative. I love these colors. Chanel. Clutch. Stilettos. Sequins. Rihanna. That last one was you guys and me. Obviously, you're a boy, you're doing fashion design. It's the world today. You're going to have a lot of people loving it, and you're going to have the same number of people to hating it. So it was something that was there. Sometimes you get picked on, you know, oh, you're just a boy, you're doing fashion, are you a girl? You know, that is the normal thing. But I always knew I was doing what I loved, and I never had any issues with that. But yeah, that's the point, that if you're not careful, you could just stop, because then you're like, I'm getting too much pressure. I'm doing what I love. Why can't I be myself? So it shook me sometimes. It's life. The sun will set and rise. You have to do what you have to do. You can't be broken, so. Okay, so today the launch of the graduate fashion show, and I'm prepping my model, because every student is showing one outfit. Every graduating student is showing one outfit. So I can't wait to show you the whole look.
Offering the first fashion degree in Ghana, Radford University College became Papa Oppong's gateway to his dream.
I was thinking of, okay, if I want to do fashion design, Paris, Milan, right? But I also have to be realistic. I have brothers and sisters, I have siblings. It's not all about me. I can't just say, take me to Paris and spend all your money on me. I had to be realistic. So I was looking at my options in Ghana, and I saw Radford, and I thought it was the perfect time for Radford to be in Ghana. So I bought the forms. My parents, again, we had to go through that whole fashion design. Really, your fashion design, what? There's no job in fashion design. There's no industry. And at the time, I was rebellious, like, no, I'm not going to any school. If I'm not doing fashion design, then I'm not going. Hand-painted dungarees that I made. It's kind of similar to what I'm wearing, but these are hand-painted. I chose this as my signature piece because we are conceptualizing graffiti. And you know when an artist is painting, usually an artist would wear overalls. You wear something to cover yourself to prevent you from getting stained. Now the funny part is, these clothes have been stained on purpose. So basically, it speaks more for me in terms of signature, in terms of graffiti, overalls on graffiti. We still have a long way to go, but there's been major improvements. We have so many big labels now coming from Africa. 5 years ago, we didn't really have a fashion industry in Ghana, honestly. But now I'm seeing, associations being formed with young designers. Ghana Fashion Week is up and running now. We have that in October. So I think we are getting it now. Fashion is not just setting up a container by the roadside and then sewing for people. It's a business.
One of those new labels is Studio 189, started by Hollywood actress Rosario Dawson and Abrima Awia. As an intern here, Papa Oppong has learned the lay of the fashion land.
So over here is something that I'm very proud of. This is a sketch I did for Studio 189 of their previous collection. So it's just 5 really powerful ladies wearing the signature pieces from the collection. This is Helen. Helen is working on an outfit for Studio 189 right now. She's amazing. I wish I could sew as good as Helen, my God. One thing that is always running through Studio 189 is their batik, their hand batiking, which is done by local artisans in Ghana. These artisans in Ghana are actually very, very creative, but they don't get anywhere to show their creativity. So Studio 189 is actually helping to bridge the gap.
Finally, his moment, what he's been working for.
A lot of pressure, a lot of stress, because this is the launch. So basically, yeah, I'm debuting the first look from the coming collection. So it's exciting, we're a little nerve-wracking.
A traffic and show-stopping performance.
You have to be prepared to fail. If you have passion, like if you are dedicated and you work hard, you can make it in any field. If Coco Chanel did it, why can't you? You can do it. And I don't like to think where I'm from, it's like a barrier. Like I'm from Africa, so I can't do it. No, I've never thought of myself as I'm in a less privileged environment or anything. I like to think of myself as, because the world won't wait for you. So if you want it, you have to fight for it, you have to push for it.
Now after his graduation, Papa Oppong is on the way to Washington, D.C. for Macy's Department Store's Incubator program, which helps promote emerging fashion designers. Just one step closer to making his dreams come true.
I don't see a lot of black designers at Paris Fashion Week. So this is one thing, if I had the power, I want to see a lot of African, designers and just basically black people also out there, because it can be done. We are equally talented.
I just spread out my sheets of paper, my pens, and I just start sketching. This is really my favorite bit because it's just where I just get creative and find my inspiration. There's nothing better when you've designed something on a sketch pad, seeing it on a model.